Hi, my name's Joe and this is a spoiler-filled follow-up to my video on Maquia, When the Promised Flower Blooms. If you haven't seen the film, or that original video, go and rectify that before continuing. Maquia is ultimately a tale about losing. Throughout the film, our heroes lose time and time again. The Eorf people are abused for the secrets of their long life. Our deuteragonist, Ariel, finds himself fighting for the same corrupt empire that carried out that savagery, only to then lose with them when the rest of the world holds them accountable for their war crimes. Krim spends his life organising rescue operations to save his beloved, only to find, after a barrage of failures, that she is unwilling to be rescued. Realising this, he tries for a murder-suicide, but like his rescue attempts, only half succeeds in that too. Lelia succumbs to the sorrow her captors have imbued her with, and in a delirious haze, throws herself from the tallest tower in the city. And Time, the greatest villain of all, claims everyone Maquia loves, as the village elder warned her it would. As the film approaches its melancholic end, you begin to suspect that the only thing that has helped Maquia survive this litany of losses is a coldness, a sense of alien detachment, that she has only remained herself by sacrificing exactly what made her, her. Or at least, that's how it seems, until the film's final lines.
I'm happy to have been his mother. I am happy that I loved him.
Loss is, of course, a central theme in Maquia. Its inherent tragedy is the skeleton the film's most beautiful moments are hung upon, and it will likely wring a few tears from even the most stoic moviegoer. After all, Maquia promised not to cry, but we certainly didn't. But curiously, these are often strangely happy tears, because despite its focus on loss, Maquia is ultimately an uplifting tale. Throughout the run, Maquia begins to understand this dichotomy herself, one that we also have to come to terms with. That to enjoy the film's most triumphant beats, we too have to accept its heartbreaking moments. That life is about the tales we weave together, about how we are threaded throughout each other's stories. Sometimes those threads fray, or tear completely, but the hibial of our lives is fuller for it. In the full lives Maquia and Ariel live, there is joy as well as sadness, regrets and remorse, happiness and love. Loss is a part of that rich tapestry, because loss isn't losing. I think Lelia's arc sums this up best. As the free spirit of the clan of the Separated, to see her caged feels like the film's grandest betrayal, and to see the corruption of her character hurts the most. When she throws herself from the building, she is not only killing what she has become, but is reclaiming what she was. In performing the only act of defiance she still has control over, she does exactly that. And soars. As she flies away with Maquia, away from a life so painful she wishes only to forget it, she asks in her confusion,
But how is the world still beautiful?
Beauty, not ugliness. Flying instead of falling. Winning in spite of loss. So why? Why does Maquia's loss not feel like losing? Why do its failing heroes still, somehow, succeed? As the film finds its close with one of the worst things parenthood can possibly bring, outliving your child, it would be easy to leave the theatre thoroughly depressed. But despite having lost half our body mass in water, that's not how Maquia ends. It's a sign of writer Marie Okada's understanding of melancholia and sorrow, and the fine balance required to weave them into a film without making it miserable. To steal joy into moments, without that feeling unearned. There's an optimism here that's hard to harness in a story so bleak, and yet, through its little victories, the fantasy of Maquia manages to stay upbeat. Maquia grows throughout the film, though never physically changing. And it's through her learning life's hardest lessons that we too are able to share in its warmth. Loss isn't losing. It's just a part of the ebb and flow of life. Sometimes cruel in its wonder, sometimes wonderful in its cruelty.
Hop on, let's go. Time to meet the next person you'll have to leave.